Have you ever stopped to think about the magic inside your phone? It does so many things. It connects you to family, it plays your favorite songs, and it can even order you a pizza at 2 in the morning. But did you know that the technology you use every single day quietly proves that our world is a beautiful, spinning globe? It's true. You don't need a powerful telescope or a degree in astrophysics to see it. In fact, you don't even need to leave your couch. The proof is right there in the palm of your hand, running on the very devices we all take for granted in 2025. It's a funny thing, isn't it? While some people are busy trying to convince you the Earth is flat, your phone is working hard, 24/7, based on the fact that it is round. Let's be clear about this from the start. This is not about complicated math or scientific jargon that makes your head spin. We are going to talk about simple, everyday things. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's start with something almost everyone has used. GPS. That little blue dot on your Maps app tells you exactly where you are. How does it work? It talks to a team of satellites orbiting high above the Earth. There are dozens of those satellites constantly circling the planet, like a swarm of busy bees. Your phone's GPS receiver listens for signals from at least 4 satellites at once. By measuring tiny differences in signal time, your phone calculates your precise location on the globe. It's an incredible feat of timing and geometry. Now, the important part. The entire system is built for a spherical Earth. Satellites, their orbits, the math your phone uses. Satellites follow curved orbital paths impossible around a flat disk. Their signals travel in straight lines through space, and the calculations rely on trigonometry that works on a sphere. If the Earth were flat, GPS as we know it would not function. Distances would be wrong, angles would be off. That little blue dot would be hopelessly lost, maybe telling you you're in the middle of an ocean when you're actually at the grocery store. Have you ever looked at a flight tracker for a long international journey, perhaps a flight from Chicago to Tokyo? On a typical flat map you'd expect a straight line across the Pacific, but that's not what happens. Check a real flight path on an app like FlightAware, or Flight Radar 24. The plane appears to fly in a huge curved arc, heading way up north over Canada, then over Alaska, before curving back down toward Japan. Why would airlines waste fuel flying a curve? They aren't. That curved line on your flat screen is actually the straightest, shortest path on a round globe. It's called a great circle route. Imagine stretching a string between 2 points on a basketball. The tightest, shortest path will be part of a circle that goes around the ball's center. This is exactly what airlines use to save time and fuel. They are not tracing a sky curve, they're flying straight over a curved planet. Our flat maps distort that, making the straight path look curved. This isn't new, pilots have known it for a long time, navigators have too. But in 2025 you don't need to be a pilot to see it. Look up any long-haul flight, you'll see those curved paths again and again. Section 4, Proof 3, Time Zones, Sunsets, and your phone's clock. This next piece of evidence is so deeply embedded in our daily lives, we often take it for granted. It's the simple, undeniable fact that time itself is different depending on where you are on the planet. Here's a very simple experiment you can do without leaving your house, using the device you probably have within arm's reach right now. Pick up your phone. Now, think of a friend or family member who lives far away. Give them a call or start a video chat, maybe someone on another continent. When you connect, you're not just bridging distance, you're bridging time. If it's noon in New York, your friend in London is finishing their workday, around 5 in the evening, and a colleague in Sydney is fast asleep, because for them it's 2 a.m. the next day. This everyday reality of time zones is a direct and unavoidable result of the Earth being a rotating sphere. As our planet spins on its axis, different parts of its curved surface are sequentially exposed to the sun's light. It's daytime for the side facing the sun, and nighttime for the side facing away. The transition between them is the constant moving line of sunrise and sunset. Now imagine if the Earth were a flat, stationary disk with the sun hovering above it like a lamp. In that scenario, this entire system of time zones would be impossible. It simply would not work. Everyone on the disk would experience sunrise and sunset at roughly the same time, as the sun's light would illuminate the entire surface at once. There would be no logical reason for it to be the middle of the night in one country, while another is having lunch. The very concept of a time zone would be meaningless. Your phone's world clock app, which effortlessly shows you the current time in cities all over the world, is based on this rotational model. It's a miniature planetarium in your pocket, calculating time based on longitude. The entire global system of Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC, which governs everything from international flights to financial markets, is built upon the non-negotiable foundation of a spherical Earth spinning once every 24 hours. Now let's talk about sunsets, another daily phenomenon you can observe and even capture with your phone's camera. When you watch a sunset, notice how the sun doesn't just blink out of existence, it slowly and gracefully sinks below the horizon. This happens because the Earth is rotating, carrying you away from the sun's light and creating the illusion of the sun moving across the sky and dipping below a curved edge. Here's a fun trick that proves this. The moment the sun completely disappears from your view, quickly get to a higher vantage point. If you're in a city, take an elevator to the top of a tall building, or if you're at the beach, just run up a sand dune. From this higher position, you will see the sun again. You've effectively peeked back over the curve of the Earth, catching the sun's rays for a few more moments before it sets a second time. This second sunset is a beautiful direct observation of our planet's curvature, something you can witness for yourself. Proof 4. Watching ships and weather on a curved horizon. This next piece of evidence is one of the oldest and most elegant proofs we have, something you could have observed thousands of years ago. Let's go back to that old classic piece of evidence, but let's give it a 2023 tech upgrade. The classic observation is watching a tall ship sail away from a port. For ancient mariners and philosophers, this was a daily observable fact. As it moves farther out to sea, it doesn't just get smaller and smaller until it vanishes into a tiny speck. If the Earth were flat, that's exactly what would happen. Instead, something far more interesting occurs. It appears to sink bottom first into the water. First the hull disappears, slipping below the edge of the world, then the deck disappears, along with anyone on it. Finally, the very top of the mast is the last thing you see before it, too, is gone. The reverse is also true. An approaching ship will reveal its mast first, then its deck, and finally its hull, as if rising up from beneath the waves. This happens for one simple reason: the ship is sailing over the curve of the Earth. It's not actually sinking, it's just moving beyond your line of sight, which is limited by the physical bulge of the planet between you and the ship. In the past, you might have needed a good spyglass to see this clearly. Today, you can use the incredibly powerful zoom lens on your smartphone or a standard digital camera. The technology in your pocket is more powerful than the best instruments of centuries past. Go to any coastline with a clear view of the ocean, or even a very large lake. Find a boat, a buoy, or even a distant offshore wind turbine. Zoom in and watch as it recedes into the distance. Or, find a stationary object far out and simply lower your own elevation. As you get closer to the water level, the horizon gets closer to you, and the object will sink out of sight. Stand up again, and it reappears. You will see this bottom-up disappearance with your own eyes. The effect is undeniable. Now let's look up at the sky. Där nowhere där så den norren in the sena. Prusar över destaza bar pori. And där dutsidisten and then dory. Weather app on your phone. This is another daily interaction with the Earth's curvature. When you switch to the satellite view, what are you looking at? You are seeing pictures of a curved Earth, taken by weather satellites like the GOES or Himawari series. These incredible machines are in geostationary orbit, a very specific altitude of 35,786 kilometers. At this height, they orbit at the exact same speed as the Earth's rotation, allowing them to hover over the same spot on the equator continuously. From this vantage point, they don't see a flat map. They capture a massive, curved, full-disk image of our planet, showing the elegant swirl of weather systems moving across a sphere. The forecast you check every morning is made possible by technology that operates on and confirms around Earth. Our fifth and final proof is one you're using right now. The internet itself follows the curve. We often think of the internet as a wireless, ethereal cloud, but it's a massive physical network. So how does data actually travel from a server in, say, California to your phone in Europe? It doesn't just beam through the air, it travels as pulses of light, at nearly the speed of light, through a colossal global network of undersea fiber optic cables. There are over 1 million kilometers of these cables crisscrossing the ocean floor, forming the true backbone of our digital world. Now, if you look at a map of these cables, you'll notice something familiar. They don't follow straight lines on a flat map. Just like the airline routes we discussed, they follow great circle paths. These companies spend billions laying these cables, so they are meticulously planned to be the absolute shortest, most efficient connection between continents. The shortest path is a curve on a sphere. Another piece of evidence hidden in the internet is network latency, basically a fancy word for delay. You've experienced this on a live video call with someone across the world. You might notice that slight, awkward lag between when you speak and when they hear you. This delay exists because the signal, even moving at about 2/3 the speed of light in fiber, takes a measurable time to cross the vast curved distances of our planet. For a signal to go from London to Sydney and back, it must travel over 34,000 kilometers. Even at 200,000 kilometers per second, that round trip takes about 170 milliseconds. That's the delay you feel, and it's a direct result of the planet's size and shape. While most internet traffic uses cables, some signals do travel via satellites. For this to work, a dish on the ground must be pointed at a very specific spot in the sky. The precise angles for aiming that dish are calculated based on your location on a round Earth, targeting a satellite whose position is also determined by the physics of orbiting a sphere. This brings us to our final, and perhaps most personal, piece of evidence. Using a planetarium app, your phone's GPS and internal compass can overlay a map of the stars and planets onto your real-world view of the sky. A key feature of our sky is that your view of the stars changes dramatically depending on your latitude. Someone in Argentina sees a completely different set of constellations than someone in Canada. The North Star, Polaris, is a constant high in the sky for northern observers, but it sinks to the horizon as you travel south, eventually becoming invisible once you cross the equator. This phenomenon only makes sense if we live on a curved, spherical surface. Because the ground beneath our feet is curved, our up, the direction straight above our heads, points to a different patch of the cosmos depending on where we stand. From GPS trilateration and great circle flight paths, to global time zones, and the Coriolis effect on weather, to the very infrastructure of the internet and the stars above our heads, the evidence is overwhelming. We didn't need to launch a rocket or consult an ancient text. The proof of our round world isn't a secret. It's woven into the fabric of our daily lives, accessible to anyone with the technology we hold, quite literally, in our hands.